2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is your girl, Nikki Nicole, coming to you live from New York City. Super excited to be here. And today we're doing an awesome, amazing special feature. We have a guest today, one of the co-founders of High Level Software, one of the automated marketing assistants that's out there in New York, not in New York City, but worldwide, that has been built from the ground up, and now it's like in every freaking major household in the States. So we wanted to invite Shaun Clark to talk about it, show a quick demo. He's been there, since the beginning, halfway through the beginning? Like, how long have you been with the company?
Well, I am the co-founder, so I would say at the beginning.
So beginning. So he's been there for the beginning, when it was just an idea. I remember Billy G marketing, he showed a picture like of you, I think it was another guy that's also part of the co-founder group.
Yep.
When you guys initially brought it up, and then now here we are, God knows how many years. So we want to introduce Shaun. Thank you so much for blessing us with your time. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and what can you offer to the people in these social media streets with your awesome, amazing software?
Absolutely. Well, hello, everybody. Nice to meet you. I am Shaun, co-founder of High Level. So, we started High Level with this really simple idea. We wanted to have a platform that brought together all the critical features that you need to kind of run and operate and market your business, right? And so we kind of brought this together. And then the idea there was, well, okay, now how could we make it so that not only can you use it, but marketers can use it, marketers can bring it out to their clients. So we made it so you could use it for multiple locations. You could white label it, you could put your logo on it. So that way, instead of selling our software, you're selling your software. And that's really what we've done over the last 5 years. And today we're serving about 15,000 marketing agencies, and through that, about 500,000 SMBs. So it's quite big. So just to jump in here real quick, let's take a look at the software, because as exciting as I am, I think the software is a little more exciting. So first up, I wanted to kind of show off. So the software has just a ton of features. So we could talk about two-way conversations where you can text your clients, email your clients, inbound calls, outbound calls, all of that stuff, all in one spot, really simplified. So any of you who have customers you're trying to get communications out to, this really helps standardize and centralize that communication stream. And you can see not only what you're sending now, but you can go back in time, all that wonderful stuff. And you can assign it to people, on and on. We have full calendaring and booking. So any of you who are doing any kind of booking, it could be for group meetings, it could be for one-off meetings, it could be for any of that stuff. We have all of that. Think about things like Calendly or Schedule Once or that kind of thing. We'll replace all of that for you. Full CRM system. So any of you who obviously want to be able to come in and actually manage clients, we have all of that. Could be custom fields, could be activities, tasks, any kind of appointments that you have, notes that you have. This person's brand new, so they obviously don't have much. You can see a full activity tracking. So you can see like, hey, how did this person come to me? Where did they start? What campaign did they come in? You can see right here, we track all of the marketing campaigns that they're coming in on. So all of that good information makes it into the system as well. Full opportunity management system. So if you're tracking sales through a pipeline, this is pretty critical. So there's the ability to have different stages in the pipeline and bring your leads all the way through. You can use both manual and automated ways to do that. So based on actions people take, maybe they open an email, maybe they click on a link, right? Maybe they visit a website. You can move the opportunity card around. So you can actually drag this card using automation, or you can have your sales team in here and actually have them work all of that. Full payments management, so invoicing, orders, subscription management, coupon management, all of that lives within the system as well. So you can invoice your clients and collect payment. Marketing is huge. So obviously full social media posting. So you can come in here and you can actually both schedule your social media, and you can also look at stats on your social media, multiple accounts, no limitations on all of that. You can do that either singly. You can also use the planner to do it as well. So you can come in and actually use the calendar view to do that. We have full email marketing capabilities. So this is like if you're using a MailChimp or a Constant Contact, we have the ability to come in and actually do a full drag and drop email management campaign style. So for those of you who have done this before, you've probably seen this before, but makes it super easy to come in and not only design your emails, but also schedule and send them out to your lists. You also have full affiliate management capabilities. So for any of you who want to run affiliate campaigns, we have full affiliate management capabilities. So that's the ability to come up with an offer, give your affiliates a link, and then if an actual transaction goes through, it automatically records that transaction and gives them credit for it. You can define the campaign percentages and things that you want to pay out. So you can say, I'm going to pay this person 20% of the sale or $5, whatever. That's all configurable in the system. We also have full drag and drop workflow. So this is like literally workflow automation. So it's the ability to come in and say, okay, if a customer of mine does something, right, visits a website, submits a form, books an appointment, you name it, I can do a lot of stuff. So I can actually take all these actions. I can send them an SMS. I can schedule a phone call. I can even make a phone call right away. I can do Facebook Messenger, Instagram DM, all kinds of stuff. And this is really about customer journey management. So basically, a lot of times a very simple example is like an email drip sequence, where if I submit a form, you want to go ahead and start sending me out certain emails. And then from there, based on my actions that I take in those emails, you may want to then do something else. Because let's say you send me an email and I open it, you might want to, let's say, give me a lead score or have a salesperson call me. It really gives you the capability to kind of do whatever you want to do, but also automate a lot of your sales and marketing through these workflows. So that's a pretty awesome feature in my book. Rolling over to sites here, we have the ability to build funnels, build websites. We can do blogs. We have WordPress hosting. We even have full membership. So this is like if you use a Kajabi or a Teachable, we have all of that in one spot for you. You can also create forms for your website. You can do surveys if you're going to want to survey your customers. Maybe a lot of people will classically do things like they'll ask their customers certain qualifying questions. And then based on the answers to those qualifying questions, you may or may not want to work with them. So maybe like, hey, do you have income above $50,000 a year? And if the answer is no, you don't want to work with them. You can do that really nicely with surveys. Here's the funnel builder, literally the ability to come in and create websites or funnels where you can come in and drag and drop and actually create your own stuff. I am a terrible designer, so please don't ask me to do anything, because as you can tell, that's the best I got and it's really ugly. So but really gives you all of that capability. And of course, you can then put these on custom URLs and put them either under ads, or you can send them out in emails. Anything you kind of want to do there is entirely possible. Finally, reputation management is in here as well. So any of you who are sending out or who want to generate more reviews, track reviews, automatically get more reviews, this is a great way to do that. Full reputation management system here. And then finally, running it out with all the reporting. So full Google Ads reporting, Facebook ad reporting, attribution reporting, which is really tracking revenue all the way down to the ads that you're running, and call reporting, because we have the ability to do inbound and outbound calling. So we have the ability to run reports on all of that. Appointment reporting, because you might want to know how many appointments that you're getting or your salespeople are booking. So you can see all of those things as well. And then finally, agent reporting, which is really around salespeople. So if you're running a sales team, you can start to look at how well those salespeople are doing as far as how many calls are they making, texts are they doing, emails are they sending. So that way you can really manage your sales team and make sure that they're being productive. So anyways, in a nutshell, very quickly, that is high level.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I do have a few questions because I do hear this a lot. You know, when I see go high level, you know, like it says you have to be an agency, but I'm not an agency. Like, will this work for me?
Yeah. So really what we say here is we want you to be a marketer, right? Because what hopefully you took away from my very quick tour here is this is a really robust system. And we continue to add features every single day, and it will only get more robust. So what's important to us is that your job or mission is to serve a small business, because what we find, right, is small businesses are busy doing what small businesses do. And you need to have the time in your schedule to learn a tool and implement a tool for those people. So you could be within an organization as a marketer, you could be external to companies and serve them. But either way, you just need to have the time to actually gain the expertise, because if you truly want to create great impacts for people, it's a situation where you have to learn how to use the tools. And if you don't learn the tools, you're just going to become overwhelmed by them. You're not going to feel like they're effective for you. And fundamentally, you're going to quit. And if you've ever bought a piece of software before and thought it was going to do amazing things and it didn't, that's probably exactly what happened. It's the fact that you thought, oh, this will be simple. I smash the easy button and money pops out, but it doesn't work like that. And most of us, if we're working in our businesses, we are literally, that's what we're doing. We're every single day heads down working in our businesses. you need to be in a position to actually be able to learn and utilize these tools in your business. And oftentimes that's exactly what a marketing agency does.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, another question that people tend to have is say, like, okay, this sounds great, sounds awesome and amazing, but I have like all my people in this email database. I don't want to migrate to a new system, but I want to use the system. Like, how do I get past that hump?
Totally. So, I mean, the good news is walk before you run. So you don't have to use every tool I just showed you. I just showed you every tool because you said you wanted to see it. So you saw it, but you can start off with one thing. And here's the good news. The way we've priced this, it's flat pricing. So unlike other systems where it's like per contact or per email or per this, you don't have all of that there. It's flat pricing. And the good news is that means that, let's say our starting price is $97. I mean, it's like, okay, wait, to achieve at least $97, start there, and then you'll feel good time over the way you want to. So there's no rush. There's no like cut over or whatever. Just pick something that you feel like is going to help you and start there.
Okay. So from your experience, like what is like for those quick wins or the best, starting features any new person using your software should use? Like what's your recommendation that they use this, they're more likely gonna be like, okay, I'm sold.
Okay. So let me tell you, let me show you the 3 things that I think just crush it for most people. So first up, the website chat widget. So if you're looking at my screen, you can see that in the bottom right-hand corner, let me just push this down again. When you click this thing and when you first visit the site, it'll actually just pop up and it'll say, hey, can I help you? Here's what's really killer about this. Most small businesses are in a situation where, again, look, this is a fitness business. I bet you most of the people in this fitness business are off doing fitness. So when someone chats them on the website and says like, hey, how much does this cost? Or do you accept my insurance or whatever it might be? Do you have a class on this? They're not right there right then, right? But the great thing about this chat widget is, it says mobile phone. It takes this and it actually turns it into a SMS conversation so that the business owner can get back to that person later and they don't lose the lead. But here's the great news. The other thing is lots of people come to this website every single day and it's a great looking website, but they miss things. They don't find the information they need help. So the chat widget allows you to capture a lead for that customer and get back to them when they have time. So as a result, what happens is this business will capture a lot more leads that they're already getting off their website. So there's no money to be spent here. They're not buying ads. They're literally just pulling in more leads than they were already getting, right? So that is number 1. Let me show you the next 2 things here.
And that pricing is important because a lot of people miss a whole lot of traffic because they're not available or they don't have no follow-up process.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So now see these guys right here, Alpine Heating and Air. Hopefully you can see them. So I met these people 4 years ago. They came and did the HVAC at my house. They had 12 reviews and they did an amazing job. They were phenomenal. And I was like, what is your deal, man? You got 12 reviews. And he said, I'm an HVAC dude, man. That's my deal. And I said, listen, what if I had software that helped you automatically get more reviews on Google? He said, how much? I said, $300 a month. And he said, sold. And I haven't talked to the guy in 6 years. But you know what? Here's the great news. He's got 539 reviews now. He is crushing it because here's what happens. Every time he finishes a job, it automatically texts out the customer. It asks them to leave a review. And here's the results. He goes out, he does a great job. He gets a good review. That's it. It's built his entire business. He now runs 13 trucks. He no longer goes out on HVAC jobs at all. And it's all off the back of automating reviews. It's massive, right? Very good, quick win, easy to do.
So you feel like with people leaving reviews, does it help you get boosted a little bit more visible on Google? When people
not a little bit. No, not a little bit.
Let the people know. Let them know.
It is everything. So what people need to realize, like if you're a local business, just think, where do people go to find local businesses? They go to Google, right? And Google no longer, as great as websites are, let me tell you something. Google My Business, have we not all seen it at the very top here? There's a reason, right? It's because Google wants to promote these local businesses because it knows you're looking for something local. And so how's it going to rank these people? It's really simple. It's going to look for them to be in your area. And then from there, if you're getting competing businesses, it's going to give you the one that has better reviews because it knows that people who leave great reviews, they don't tend to do that because they had a really crappy experience. They do that because they had a great experience. And so Google wants to put that at the top. It's just that simple. So reviews are the absolute critical bedrock to getting a small business, more business, period, full stop.
Awesome. All right,
And
final
then
feature.
I'll give you the third one. Give you the
Let us
third one.
know.
Super simple. How many times have you called a business and they haven't picked up the phone?
A lot.
All the time, right? Right. Now, here's the funny thing though. You weren't calling to talk about the weather. You were calling because you wanted to give them money if they could do what it is that you needed them to do. But the problem is, again, going back to the fact that businesses, small businesses in particular, are busy out doing what they do, they miss a lot of calls. So what we have is what's called missed call text back. So it's really simple. You call this HVAC company, they're out on a job, they don't pick up. We automate the text back and it says, hey, sorry we missed your call. We're currently working with another customer. Do you need to book an estimate? And let me tell you something. Wouldn't it shock you to find most people that call the HVAC company, they're calling to get an estimate. So what do? They text back, yes, absolutely. And bam, they've automatically gotten a new lead, gotten a new customer, and now they're able to get more business. So that kills it for them. And here's the great news. For this type of sale, if you're selling to this type of business or you're trying to create a revenue stream, how many of those missed calls do you need to convert into customers to create $300, $400, $500 a month in recurring value for them? It's one, right? It's really a low bar to success. So it's very easy to do. So these are simple features that create tons of value.
And that's something that a lot of people miss out on. A lot of people focus on the quick cash flows. I want somebody to call me now and pay me the same day they visit their website, and don't understand like there is a follow-up sequence. You have to follow up at least, you have to talk to people at least several times before they even, your name is familiar.
You gotta follow up until they tell you to shut up, because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, they don't give you that information for fun. They reached out to you, right? And there's so many businesses. Here's the crazy thing. Most people go to a business like, you should buy ads and you should do this. The problem though is businesses know ads are expensive. They don't like that pitch anymore. But what you need to say is, listen, you already have people coming to your website every day. You have people calling you every day that you are not converting to customers. So you don't have to buy any ads from me. I'm just going to take these software-based tools. I'm going to put them in place and boom, you can instantaneously make money for these people.
And even with the Go High Level software, like using the pop-up forms to put on their website, to collect their lead and information, deliver a free lead magnet, say, hey, by the way, I have this free thing or this bonus product you can buy. And then the chat feature does the same thing. It's just like, it's basically speaking to your people for you. Because I know for me, I teach workout classes and I have like an automated sequence where they opt in for pricing for a party. They put the date that they're interested in, are they ready to put a deposit? Because I'm not going to call you if you're not ready.
There you go.
And then it automatically will email you like the pricing, the reviews, the testimonials, videos and photos and whatnot. And then follow up if I didn't hear from you, like, hey, you said you was interested. Are you still interested? Would you like to put a deposit to hold your date? And I'll get bookings. Literally, people will find me on Google. I would get bookings for private parties that start like at $500 and I haven't even spoke to them. They get a deposit. I'll be like, where does money came from? And it's like little things like that. Just the follow-up sequence, the automation is key. Because again, people forget, and if you don't have that, if you don't got an assistant or you can't afford assistant, then you need to have a software like Go High Level to be that assistant.
Let me tell you something. I don't care if you can't afford an assistant. I mean, there are a lot of businesses that have front desk receptionists that are doing a lot of things, right? It's like, greet the customer, get the coffee, make the copies. You're missing out on tons of business, and you can just automate all of that stuff. So have your assistant do the things you can't automate, right? Have them do the more important things. Have them do the things that are high touch. Don't have them do the things that can be automated. And again, how many businesses have extra money be thrown around to have people running around doing all these things? They don't.
So let's talk about the white label option. Like, where did you guys get that idea to offer people an opportunity to use your software and not have to spend thousands of dollars to code and all this other stuff?
Well, for us, it's really important because here's what we know. We know that if you're working with businesses, you're the one doing all the work. You're the one creating all the value. So we don't want you to go off and rep our product and then have those businesses think that somehow our magic software did all the work. Basically, we just know that that's not true, right? We know we've got the base tools, but you're putting in the work. You have the knowledge. You're doing all of that effort. And so as a result, you need to get the credit for that. And we also want to make sure that you're not just making money off services, because services are great, but services are very hard to scale. We want you to make money off the software. So when you're selling that to the business, you're able to do something where you're creating a utility bill that they're going to pay month after month after month. So even if they don't want you to do the services anymore, that's okay. You may not be happy about it, but you still have $400 coming in every month. And how much you have to do for that? Zero. You're not doing any of that. So over time, you think about that, 50 businesses, 100 businesses, 200 businesses, all of a sudden, that's some real money. And you can do that as a single owner operator, because now, as a result, you're not out having to run around to these businesses all the time, right? And so now you can scale up, and it's a 98% profit margin business. So you're not running around killing yourself trying to get an ad campaign off the ground, trying to figure out how to get copy done and creative done and graphics done and all the stuff. And then they tell you they don't like it and you got to fit. It doesn't work all that like that. It's the same product. You're creating the results. You're focusing on the results, right? You're not selling them tools. You're not saying, hey, you want to buy my hammer? You want to buy my saw? You're saying, listen, do you want more reviews on Google? Do you want more customers coming through the door from your existing website? Do you want to stop missing those phone calls and turn them into customers? Everyone says yes to that. And you just come in and say, great, well, that'll be $300 a month. That'll be $400 a month. You're a utility bill. You're like the power company. They're like, oh my gosh, yes, of course, $300 a month, $400 a month. That's nothing. That's one customer, and boom, they keep you forever.
Did you hear that? He said utility bill, basically like a reoccurring billing, like Netflix that you pay for, and half of y'all don't even log in. But the point is, it is a way to create listen, how many of us got these subscriptions on our bills and we like, where's this from?
Everybody.
For 20 years.
Yeah, and remember,
I'm too lazy to cancel.
Remember, businesses also buy things in pre-tax dollars. So as a consumer, you have to realize, like, you have to, like, if you work in a job and you're getting a paycheck, your dollars are post-tax. They take the taxes out of that. Businesses can expense it. So for every dollar a business is spending, they have like 40, 50% more money than consumers do. And so if you think your Netflix bill is expensive, a company can pay 10 Netflix bills because they don't have to pay taxes on any of that stuff because they can expense it. And so when you're selling to businesses, you get this tax advantage, and you're able to sell them these things at $300 or $400 a month, and they don't even wince. But the problem is most people try to go in with guns blazing, like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. That's when you stop becoming a utility bill and you put a target on your back. So that's why these software-based tools are way more profitable, way more sustainable, and way more scalable than a traditional agency model.
Awesome. So my question that I had was, for the people that decide to go with the white label option, they're like, I want to do the software, I want the utility bill, I want it all. Oh my God, give it to me. Yeah. What is like the best tip you can share with them on how to get clients interested in signing up for it?
Totally. So what I would say is, just if you're new, start with your home court advantage. Walk out your front door, right? Talk to people in your neighborhood, talk to people in your area, people that you can create connections with very easily. Don't sweat it. If someday you want to go national, you're going to worldwide, you want to take over the world, don't worry. Starting local will not keep you from doing that. And then the other big thing is always focus on the outcome. So don't sell the features. Don't say, hey, do you want two-way text messaging? Do you want missed call text back? Do you want this? Do you want that? People are like, what's that? No, I don't get it, right? Focus on what they're looking for. Do you want more 5-star reviews on Google, right? Do you want to rank higher on Google? Because we know more reviews, higher ranking, right? Do you want to get more customers from your existing website without buying ads? Of course I do. Sell those outcomes. That is what you're focused on. You do those two things and you'll do great. You'll build a really good recurring business. And then from there, you can go worldwide. You can get, you can take over the world. But in the meantime, you can get 200 grand, 300 grand coming in and be in a really good position.
Okay, awesome. So I have one last question and we're gonna wrap this up. So with people using other email automation softwares, is there any plans where we can integrate those email automation responders with Go High Level, like most of the other softwares that's out there? What's it with the AI link thingy?
Oh, you mean like the AI copywriting and all that?
Kind of like, like some softwares, like if you integrate it with maybe a MailChimp or a ConvertKit, some of the landing softwares, and they'll just communicate back and forth. Like, is that in the future?
Well, we replace all those. We put those all in one spot, make your life easier. So I don't know about you. I don't want to have 7 different pieces of software and try to glue them all together with Zapier and all this stuff. I like having it all in one spot. And High Level, I think for the money, for the feature set, you cannot beat it. It is all in one spot, and it's very simple and very easy. So you don't need to have this over here and that over there. It's all in one place.
Okay, awesome. Any final words?
Hey, I'm happy you had me on. I just appreciate you doing this, and I just want to say thank you.
All right, no problem. So thank you so much for blessing us with your time. We want to give him a round of applause for coming out and sharing the breakdown of the marketing assistant software, all-in-one software, go high level, that a lot of people are using now in their business, from small businesses to large businesses and in between. So if you have been struggling with getting sales, with getting visibility, with organizing your leads, because a lot of people do that, following up with your leads, and many more other issues that you want to kind of tweak, change, or rearrange, you're like, I need systems, I need to know how to do these things. Go High Level is a software you definitely want to try it out. So if you're interested, definitely click the link somewhere you're going to see on the screen and start your free trial. I'm definitely interested in helping you out. And for everyone that starts their free trial, I'll give you a free checklist so you can know how to use the software to get your bag, get all this money in these streets. With that being said, I'm Nikki Nicole, the Diva Speak marketing assistant and consultant. I'm super excited to be here, and I shall see you guys later. Bye-bye.